Dublin is a city with a secret. You see, even before the events which would rock the nights of 1999, some vile and filthy power apparently influenced the kindred of Dublin. Stories circulated among the salons of Europe, tales of cannibalism, terrible overcrowding of vampires, particularly of the caitiff haunting Dublin's outer suburbs and the inner city. Others spoke of the forced embrace of young urban delinquents for the sole purpose of sacrifice and diablerie. Mentioned frequently was the ancient rivalry with the fief of Ulster. Many times in the past, European archons had been deployed to Ireland to undo the latest mess caused by the kindred there. The Sabbat during the 1999 Gehenna Crusade had been drawn to Ireland for a long time. Its newfound material wealth would be a jewel to possess. Equally, its new populations of refugees from the Balkans and Africa were appetizing morsels. The Sabbat attacked, expecting a fierce fight with the Camarilla. Instead, its warpacks found mere neonates who were easy prey. The caitiff were destroyed by fire, and the few independent vampires living in the city driven out. The Camarilla elders now, it seemed, were refugees left to starve on the rocky shores of Ireland's west coast. A new archbishop was installed, the Parisian Vergine of the La Sombra. But then the Sabbat realized they had been tricked. The Tremere had arranged the removal of the Prince of Dublin, killed his advisors and Primogen, then withdrew to their ancient hermetic holdings on the west coast. Something lay under the city of Dublin, or some force permeated the city's polluted streets, and now the Tremere sorcerers could observe its nature in comfort. On Dublin's filthy, ill-lit nighttime streets, the French Sabbat slowly go insane, their minds diseased and rotting, as the Tremere, safe in their chantry houses, watch. However, save for the entry from the almanac of Ludo Giovanni, there is no further information on this mysterious presence and corruptive force. But I think I may have an idea beyond it being one of the Earthbound. In fact, it might not even be so impressive. I draw to your attention the Dark Ages book British Isles, to the sample chronicle Fall of the Rebel Angels, and the creature mentioned therein. Well, wouldn't you know it, White Wolf presented us with the same question, but more interesting is the questions they posed to us. I wonder if history could ever repeat itself.